Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope some of you have already been in the previous webinars. This is the third in the series. We have had two webinars already. If you're new, we are maintaining continuity. We will be giving you a quick recap of the previous webinars. And at the same time, we will also be sending you links to our YouTube channel after the call, after the webinar. So you can always go back and have a quick refresher of the previous two webinars. They are sequential yet independent of each other. The overall theme is obviously integrations, iPaaS integrations, and Nanopotian being a company which has developed a couple of products in this line. We assume that because you're here, that is an area of interest. And we will be talking about the second product today, PayConnect. So this is a deep dive into PayConnect, which is targeted towards payroll softwares and integrating payroll softwares with other HR softwares or other softwares. And it's, of course, very closely related to NanoConnect. I'd like to start the day by, of course, thanking all of you. Good afternoon. Thank you to all of you for being here today. I would like to start by introducing my co-panelists. I, of course, am Abhijit, founder of Apna Infotech. We have James, the CEO of Nanopotian. Alex, he's the COO of Nanopotian and one of the key people behind the development of the two platforms. Anil, who is the Vice President, Strategic Initiatives at Apna Infotech, and again, one of the key people behind launching Nanopotian or bringing Nanopotian to India on behalf of Apna Infotech. We'll start the day with introducing Apna Infotech and Nanopotian, followed by Alex and Anil deep diving into PayConnect and some case studies of the PayConnect platform. We will, of course, wrap up with Q&A. Serverless integration offers a scalable, cost-effective way to integrate applications without the infrastructure worries. Like I said earlier, I'm Abhijit Roy and CEO of Apna Infotech. I'm an entrepreneur who believes in building awesome organization cultures. I have had more than 30 years of experience in delivering exceptional software solutions across various geographies like US, Australia, Middle East, and of course, India. My vision is to create an inclusive workplace where team members thrive personally and professionally, as well as an ecosystem of our partners where each and everyone benefits and grows. Apna Infotech is an elite team of professionals who deliver service excellence through extreme passion, optimizing technology costs, using zero wastage methodologies, and our awesome organization culture. We are known for our commando approach, which is focused, goal-oriented, and honorable, being extremely passionate about service delivery excellence and technology. And our partnership model, where we believe in strong, mutually lasting, beneficial business partnerships. Apna Infotech is constantly investing in its future. Our current journeys are a set of products targeted towards enabling virtual organizations to be successful, Mera Monitor and Fundu Friday being two of them, and hyper automation, where we have built competence in a set of low-code platforms and RPA tools. And finally, the reason why we are all here today, our foray into integrations. In the earlier two sessions, we spoke about integration in general and NanoConnect platform. Today, we will be deep diving into the PayConnect platform. As part of our development projects, we have been doing lots and lots of integrations. Whether it is a mortgage bank in US or a golf aggregator, today is the era of integrations, and the world of IT is based on systems talking to each other. We are now partnering with Nanopotian, who have built the platforms NanoConnect and PayConnect, which have seen lots of success in Australia, even competing with the likes of Boomi and MuleSoft, which are established integration platforms. The two tools are a great fit for the Indian market. A quick introduction of the two platforms. NanoConnect is the flagship product, and it simplifies the process of data integration. With the ability to get data in and out of any platform with a single line of code, developers have freedom to build solutions of unconstrained simplicity that runs on demand and execute reliably every time. PayConnect, which is the topic of the day today, is the customized version of NanoConnect dedicated to integrating HR softwares with payroll softwares. When it comes to payroll integration, you need more than just middleware. With more than 30 years of experience of implementing payroll solutions, we know how to help you structure data and processes to ensure a successful integration project. PayConnect comes with loads of built-in features to enable easy integration in the HR world. And the best part is that the wealth of features is growing every day. We will, of course, deep dive into PayConnect as we move forward today. So as part of our strategy, we plan to partner with software development companies and HR product companies. For software development companies, we will be providing expertise in platform integration and also provide additional support in custom integrations. For HR software companies, we will provide integration services to their clients as we see this as a typical challenge in software adoption. And we consider this to be a huge value for these HR software companies and enable them to sell more and be more successful. We will obviously be finding and servicing customers needing integration services directly. We hope to find enough customers to also provide customer references to our technology partners. In essence, we are out to build a powerful ecosystem. We'll be conducting regular webinars, networking opportunities, enable collaborations, and we will be inviting our partners to work with us on some of these initiatives soon. PayConnect has a special place at Apna as we understand HR very well and consider it to be our strong suit. So we are very excited about this opportunity. Quick recap of the previous webinar. The first one, in the first webinar of the series, we discussed about serverless integration and its benefits in general. We also touched a bit on NanoConnect and PayConnect. Serverless integrations offer a scalable, cost-effective way to integrate applications without infrastructure worries. Serverless integrations save up to 50 to 70% in development costs, depending upon the workload. Serverless integrations applications are highly scalable, reliable, secure, and fault-tolerant, and lead to significantly lower total cost of ownership. We spoke about NanoConnect benefits like automatic scaling, segregated compute for each integration, segregated client infrastructure, reduced IT overhead, improved security, high availability, and of course, reliability. I would now like to invite Anil, Vice President Strategic Initiative at Apna, and a key force behind the partnership. Over to you, Anil.
Thank you, Abhijit, for setting the stage and providing a fantastic overview of our previous webinar on serverless integration. I'm excited to continue our discussion and delve into what we explored during our deep dive into NanoConnect. We uncovered the incredible benefit NanoConnect offers. It is highly scalable, reliable, and secure solutions. The one key point we discussed was how it can significantly reduce total cost of ownership, which is a goal every organization strives for. We illustrated these advantages through a couple of user journeys, showcasing the platform prowess in real-world scenario. Furthermore, we highlighted how NanoConnect is designed with developers in mind, giving them the power to customize system integration to meet their specific business needs. The best part, no need to learn a new programming language. Simple JavaScript is suffice for this need. We believe in empowering developers to take control. We also guided you through the 5-step process for seamless system integration with NanoConnect. First, sign up and log into Nano. Second, configure your credentials. Third, set up your applications. Fourth, write code using simplicity of JavaScript. Fifth, validate the integration and review the logs. Now, as we shift our focus to PayConnect, I will be passing the baton to Alex, who will reveal what makes PayConnect truly unique and the remarkable benefit it brings to the table. Over to you, Alex.
Thanks, Anil, and thank you, Abhijit, for the introduction. As we have discussed in previous webinars, NanoConnect is a completely serverless integration platform that can be deployed not only in a hosted environment, but also individually for each and every customer. Built on top of that platform and with more than 30 years of experience, our team has been servicing customers in the payroll industry for more than 3 years now. As part of the recognition of the benefits of writing integrations as code, we've been able to significantly reduce the cost of developing integrations in the payroll industry, with integrations between HR and payroll and finance, and other systems. These integrations can be significantly reduced in cost because of the infrastructure and because of the platform that we have been using to deploy those solutions. Notably, the fact that our integrations are written in code that allows us to reuse code and libraries and modules that we create for one particular product and application over and over again for different clients. And so from a development perspective, we're able to significantly reduce that development cost, but also simplify the process of maintaining and supporting customer integrations for the life of those integrations. In the intersection of our platform and our expertise in payroll integrations is a solution offering we call PayConnect. And we are delighted to partner with Apna in bringing this solution into the Indian market and other markets globally. Next, yeah, thanks. To take a step back for a moment and just to look at some of the key challenges that many customers in the payroll sector and payroll industry are facing. In terms of integrations, one of the key challenges has always been the long time it takes to build integrations. As you see through our code-based integration solutions, we're able to significantly reduce that time. But importantly, due to the unopinionated nature of the platform, we're able to significantly increase the completeness of those integrations. So we're not constrained by what the middleware layer can actually do. We can build integrations of unlimited complexity as required by specific customer needs. Not only that, through some of the other challenges that customers face is in maintaining their compliance and in dealing with the challenge of connectivity, connecting your payroll system and your HR system. Quite often, one of the key questions that we have to answer for customers is it possible to integrate my payroll solution with that other HR platform that might have some APIs? Significant development costs have always been a challenge for small, medium enterprise, and that's something that we're addressing through the PayConnect solution. And importantly, that ongoing long-term operation of a platform has always been a challenge for customers. Now, it's not just about the end customer that have challenges. And in fact, many of the SaaS partners that we work with face very similar challenges to their customers. Not only is it in the time and completeness of integrations, but their additional requirements extend to the ability for their partner platform like NanoConnect and PayConnect to be able to scale with their users' demands and to perform reliably every time as required to have those integrations operating on a daily, hourly, or even monthly basis. As partners to SaaS and other SaaS solutions like HR and payroll, they require flexibility in the platform's ability to deal with the different levels of complexity, and we'll talk about that later in the slide deck. But importantly, one of their key challenges is really on focusing on their own product development and deploying those resources that you have in terms of building out your own product to the actual product development, as opposed to supporting each and every customer's integrations with your product. And that can become a significant distraction for them. More importantly, if they were to hand over the integration of their platform to a third party like ourselves, one of the key challenges they face and key requirements for them is that we are able to support the customers. And that's something that we've been working on for the past few years globally, being able to support customers, including this relationship that we've been building with Apna. So when we look under the hood and we see that we have a completely scalable, high availability and reliable serverless infrastructure combined with the ability to rapidly deploy integrations at scale for customers all around the world and supporting their compliance needs with a plug and play ability to connect any system to any other system on the internet, we really do have quite a robust solution here that supports not only customers, but other payroll, HR, and finance SaaS providers in their ever increasing need to integrate solutions. Because today it's not just about HR and payroll companies aren't just focusing on trying to build vertically integrated software platforms, but rather the customers are driving a best of breed approach and looking to be able to acquire not just one single solution that solves all of their HR payroll needs, which can be quite challenging to find, but also as an alternative, being able to just plug and play any of those systems together and allow them to connect in a very seamless way. Next slide, please. To give you an idea of how the platform and solution works, PayConnect is at its core an infrastructure platform that allows the connectivity of different HR platforms, payroll platforms, finance, and a multitude of other software applications that are connected to the internet. And in fact, underneath the hood, we have connectors to more than 1,400 platforms to systems in addition to those HR and payroll solutions that we talked about. Critical to every customer's integration is the fact that we have a high availability database and storage options for every single client. And those infrastructure are actually segregated between clients. And not only is that infrastructure in terms of database and storage separate, but so too is the individual compute for every single integration running on our platform. What that means is we have a very high security design right out of the box for every single integration running on the platform that is only able to operate on an individual customer's needs, even though it operates within a hosted solution environment. The fact that our integrations are written in code means that we're able to redeploy that code over and over again. And that contributes to significantly lowering the cost of development, but also the rapid onboarding of new customers and their integrations. I'll hand over now to Anil, who will discuss this more in the Indian context.
Yeah, thank you, Alex, for providing an insightful overview of PayConnect's capabilities and its benefit. Now let's delve into why PayConnect is such a game changer in the Indian context. In India, we find ourselves in a business landscape that is both vast and incredibly diverse. Each organization, whether big or small, has its unique set of HR and payroll needs. These needs can range from managing complex payroll structure to navigate through a myriad of labor laws and compliance requirements. In the dynamic Indian market, there are several key challenges that businesses face. These challenges make integration solutions like PayConnect indispensable. The need for integration. First, we have the challenge of diverse HR and payroll system. India boasts a multitude of HRMS and payroll software providers, each with its own set of features and functions. This diversity often leads to fragmentation and inefficiency. It's a complex puzzle to manage and can lead to operational inefficiencies. Secondly, we are witnessing a growing adoption of global HRMS solutions. Many Indian businesses are opting for these solutions due to their advanced features. While this is a positive step forward, it often poses the challenges of seamless integration these global systems with local payroll operation. Third, navigating the intricate web of labor laws, taxations, and compliances in India is a constant challenge. It's crucial to ensure that your HR and payroll system comply with these regulations to avoid costly errors and penalties. Navigating this maze can be a constant headache for business trying to stay on the right side of the law. So now let's talk about how PayConnect can address these challenges and offer significant benefits. Local expertise. First and foremost, PayConnect is backed by Apna's deep understanding of Indian HR and payroll landscape. We are not just a software solution provider. We are your local partner who understand the nuances of HR landscape. Seamless integration, PayConnect act as a bridge, seamlessly connecting global HRMS solution with local payroll system. This means that you can take advantage of advanced global HR feature while maintaining the local compliances. Efficiency. With PayConnect, you can streamline your HR and payroll processes, significantly improving productivity. Say goodbye to manual data entry and time-consuming calculations. PayConnect automate it all for you. Scalability. As your business grows and evolves, PayConnect adapt with you. Its scalability ensures that you can meet the changing needs of your workforce and businesses with ease. Cost saving. Last but not least, PayConnect offer cost saving. By reducing manual work and minimizing error, it helps your organization operate more efficiently and effectively. PayConnect help your business save valuable resources and ultimately money. In conclusion, PayConnect is the solution that caters to the unique and diverse need of the Indian business landscape. With PayConnect, you are not just about managing your HR and payroll, you are thriving in the Indian market. So if you are ready to streamline your HR and payroll operation, ensure compliance, and enhance your overall efficiency, PayConnect is the answer. Let's embrace the future of HR and payroll management together. Now let me pass the stage back to Alex, who will walk us through compelling case study from PayConnect. Get ready to dive into real world example of how PayConnect has made a significant impact. Over to you, Alex.
So when we look at the broad landscape of kind of payroll integrations around the world, and in particular when considering the global HRIS solutions available today, there are so many. And just as there are so many different platforms that you could potentially connect, so too are there so many more different ways that you can connect those platforms. One thing I wanted to talk about today was the fact that within every single integration that we build, we've come to the realization that they are all in one way or another slightly different for every single customer. So it's not enough to have an out-of-the-box solution that can just do one thing and do that one thing very well. It's very important to work with a team who understand, as Anil mentioned, the nuance of the local requirements in terms of how these integrations need to operate. Importantly, what we can recognize is that there are many different levels of complexity in integrating HR and payroll and finance solutions. And this picture articulates some of that complexity for you. From the most simplest of integrations on the left-hand side, we'll call it the cardboard box. It is the cheapest possible integration that you could build. Gathering data from your HR platform and putting that data directly into payroll. But one of the challenges with this particular approach is that we have some level of missing validation. Is the data correct? Is the data that we're populating into that payroll solution actually the right data? And as we move progressively towards the right-hand side of this graphic, you realize that it's not just about validating data. It's also about providing meaningful feedback to the payroll team about the performance of those integrations. And so we can see as we move from a cardboard box to a plastic box, we start adding data validation. To a tin box, we start looking at collecting any errors that might have occurred and any successes in terms of the data that's been posted into a payroll solution. Importantly, if we get this wrong, it means that people don't get paid. And so for a lot of larger organizations, the cost of that integration is well and truly outweighed by the potential negative outcome of not paying their people the right amount every single time. And so as we move further towards the right, we start to introduce concepts like performing delta calculations, understanding and creating an auditable trail that shows what changes are being made into a payroll solution, so that at a later date, the business can come back and undo those changes and validate whether those changes were accurate or not. We're able to then provide an email or some other form of notification about the successes and failures, and also the deltas, the things that changed. And as we move even further to the right, we look at the bulletproof box, the box that the design that chooses to not trust even the target system to updating its own data. Not only do we write data into a payroll solution, but we also then read that data back and make sure that the data that we wrote in there is the data that we get back. And so, and this is important because for some payroll solutions, those data updates don't happen in real time. In fact, many of them have asynchronous APIs, which mean that when we write data into that system, it might eventually get there. And we need to be able to validate that that data has arrived and that what is in the system today and just before you go to pay your staff is the right data. And so we can see that as we as you delve into the landscape of building payroll integrations, the level of complexity grows significantly with the business's attention to and handling of risk within their organization. Because as the business grows to hundreds and thousands of employees, even from the smallest, maybe 10 to 15 person organization up to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, the importance of getting payroll right becomes ever increasing. To give you an idea of the types of data that we're integrating, this page here just shows you some of the examples of different integrations that we've built over the last few years. There are a lot of global HR platforms, so many that it would be impossible to put them on one single page. And there are a lot of different payroll solutions, and some specific to India and some global, that all try to solve payroll at a global level and at a local level at the same time. And each one of them has the nuances. But importantly, when we look at whatever a payroll integration might be, there's a lot of consistency there. And so that consistency is that we need to be able to get new and updated employee information from a HR platform into payroll. And we need to be able to get approved leave and annual leave and parental leave and other leave taken by employees also into payroll. So we're making sure that we pay them the right amount. Likewise, given that payroll typically is the engine that drives the calculation of remaining leave balances for an employee and is the system of record for that information, for companies that are using HR for registering and applying for and approving leave, they need to get that leave balance data back. And for offboarding staff and terminated employees, we need to be able to provide the right kind of integration there for each customer. And typically what we find in that space is that many customers don't want their employee that is terminated in HR to be terminated in payroll, because there are processes that need to be involved in order to offboard someone and to calculate their final pay and so forth. And so for many integrations, we see the need to notify the payroll team of a staff member who might be terminated sometime in the future, typically 4 weeks after they give notice, for example. And this is just some of the data that can be integrated between HR and payroll. But in addition, we might also have between a workforce management solution and your payroll engine, a time and attendance and rostering data coming from those platforms into payroll. And from payroll into finance, we will see the amounts paid under your payroll going into the right GL accounts in your financial system. So all of these integrations are made possible through the reuse of code for existing solutions and templated solutions built on those models that I just showed you before. But also by working with experts in the field who understand how to take those typical integration patterns and apply them to a specific customer and modify them for their individual needs. I'll hand you now back over to Anil.
Thanks, Alex, for sharing the real impact of PayConnect. So as Apna expands our horizon and reach out to dynamic Indian market, we have taken a significant step in understanding the unique need of Indian market. So in doing so, we have compiled a list of prominent HR and payroll system providers in India, ensuring that our PayConnect platform caters to the diverse requirement of this rapidly growing market. At the right side of this slide, you all can see some of these Indian HR and payroll companies like Payroll, Grey HR, Freshworks, Zimeo, Keka, Zoho Payroll, namely. So we have done a lot of research to understand the needs of Indian market. So now let's delve into Apna's strategic direction and vision and how we are working to empower the Indian market with this transformative platform, PayConnect. Apna's strategic vision. At Apna, we are committed to bridging the gap between global excellence and local relevance. Our strategic vision is to empower Indian businesses to become truly global and competitive. We believe that integration is the key to this transformation, and PayConnect is our vehicle of choice to make it happen. Our journey towards this vision is marked by our growing expertise in payroll integration. We understand that payroll is at the heart of every organization, and seamless integration is paramount. Here's where our partnership with NanoConnect truly shines. The case study, empowering SMB corporation. Allow me to share a case study that exemplifies our commitment to growing payroll integration expertise and empowering businesses. A SMB player in the Indian market was facing challenges in unifying their diverse HR and payroll systems. We stepped in with PayConnect, created a unified, efficient, and compliant system. Results? The results were transformative. SMB corporation not only streamlined their payroll processes, but also achieved greater efficiency and compliance. This case study is just one example of how Apna is helping businesses harness the power of PayConnect. Our mission is crystal clear: to make integration seamless, cost-effective, and value-driven for Indian businesses. With our deep understanding of HR landscape of Indian market and the power of PayConnect, we are committed to enable our clients to thrive in an increasingly competitive landscape. We invite you to join us on this journey towards global excellence and local relevance. Let's work together to empower your business with the capability of PayConnect, making it a true global contender. Now let me pass the baton to James to cover his viewpoint on partnering with Apna. Over to you, James.
Thank you very much, Anil, and thank you very much to the other speakers, Abhijit and Alex, for your contributions. As I said in the first of this series of webinars, this partnership, this relationship for Nanopushin is very important, and it's very exciting. It opens up a whole new market region for us, and we couldn't have a better partner in terms of their complementary expertise in the HR knowledge domain, but also their development technology skills and their network across that region. So it is truly exciting for us to be partnered with such a fantastic organisation and such a great fit for our business. And I think together we really do bring that leveraged expertise in the payroll domain and a globally compelling and leading technology solution in NanoConnect, bundled together as a PayConnect solution. So it's a very exciting time for us. It's a really important relationship. I think we've got a fantastic opportunity to bring compelling solutions to customers in the region. The tool itself and the solution is perfectly suited, as has been mentioned earlier in the presentation, it's perfectly suited to the Indian market, but also in broader regional markets too. So with partners like Apna, having that local network expertise, the regulatory and compliance and business environment knowledge, together with that technology is a very compelling and exciting proposition. So, as I say, really, really excited, really important relationship for Nanopushin, really important opportunities to build great solutions for businesses in the region. And I think I hand over to Abhijit. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, James. Thank you, James, and thanks to Alex and Anil for all the a very informative session. Thanks to all the participants for being here and supporting us. We hope you found the sessions to be insightful and valuable. And finally, our next webinar is scheduled for 27th November. We will soon be sending out invites for that webinar. I hope you will actively register for the next one as well. We would be giving out free licenses and training on the platform as a surprise gift for selected registrants. We look forward to your continued participation with us. Once again, thanks to all of you. We are ready to receive questions now.
Yes, we have a question from Rohit Anand. What specific HR functions does PayConnect integrate and streamline within an organization?
Yeah, that's a good question. So if you are an organization that has just recently acquired a new HR platform, or even if you've had one for a long time, you'll know that one of the key challenges of onboarding a new staff member is that you need to collect information typically through the recruitment process into onboarding that new staff member, and then also allowing that staff member or that employee to keep their information up to date. And most HRS platforms provide some of that functionality from sometimes as early as recruitment and sometimes all the way through to offboarding someone. By integrating your HR and your payroll solution, what that allows you to do is that when you onboard a new staff member or as they are being onboarded, all of that information about the employee can be synchronized into payroll. So how that improves the organization is that typically what that might previously have meant is that the employee needs to provide their information twice or enter their information into one system, and then you might have double data entry happening. And so for every system that employee now has to interact with, whether it's in the payroll system and even within Microsoft Active Directory, for example, onboarding a new account for that person, all of these things can then be driven by the fact that employee's data is now in the HR platform. So HR being the system of record. And so it allows for you to onboard a new employee across all of your platforms all at once. It allows allows the employee to keep all of their details up to date across those platforms in one location. So they just update HR. If the employee is applying for leave, it keeps that leave was applied. It means that the payroll system has the most up-to-date information about that employee's leave applications and approved leave when they go to process the payments every fortnight or every month. That data is already there. Then that saves the payroll team a significant amount of time having to process that information manually. And for an organization where you might have, for example, rostered staff or casual workforce, who are doing timesheets every week, collecting that timesheet data in some system, we can also synchronize that into payroll at the same time. So it means that, again, you're only, the employee is interacting with a purpose-built platform that helps them manage their time and attendance. But that data that you need for paying them the right amount is inside payroll, waiting for your payroll team to just process it. And so in terms of the business case for a payroll integration, it's not just about saving the payroll team time, it's also about empowering the employee to keep their own information up to date as well, and supporting them throughout the life of their employment with the organization.
Alex, one more interesting question I got from my chat box. So can PayConnect handle data migration from existing HR system when an organization is transitioning to the platform? It's more about kind of transitioning to another platform. So can
absolutely
PayConnect use?
Yes, And not just, absolutely, yes, not just HR, but also payroll. In fact, one of the use cases that we've explored over the last 12 months is on using the PayConnect solution for rapid onboarding into a SaaS vendor's solution. So, for example, that we work with some HR companies in Australia who were looking to, support the onboarding of new customers in a more rapid sense. And typically they were taking 60 days to onboard a new customer. And a lot of that was driven by trying to get data out of that original system and transform it and get it into the new platform and configure the new platform for the customer. We were able to get the data out within minutes using our solution into a simple spreadsheet that the customer can validate. And then after validation, immediately configure that HR platform with that data. And so yes, migrating is one application of the technology as well, and we can certainly do that for customers who are looking to solve that challenge.
Yeah. One more question from Bhavesh. Any experience integrating with PeopleSoft HR? What challenges we could face?
Yes. What challenges? So I guess the key challenge that everyone has with integrations really relates to the nuance of what the customer needs. So every customer will be different. And so while we might have done an integration for PeopleSoft or for NetSuite or for all of these different platforms, Workday, for example, every customer is going to be different. And so what we bring is that expertise that helps us rapidly understand what the customer's problems are and take a templated solution and then modify that so that we can more quickly serve that customer's needs. So yeah, there's lots of challenges in integrating. Data mapping is one challenge. The logic of the integration can often be a challenge. And one of the benefits of the NanoConnect platform is that it is very unopinionated. You can create however complex logic as you require, and the customer benefits because there's no additional cost for that complexity when those integrations are running.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. You beautifully covered both the things. I can see another question, Ismail. If client wanted to move from existing iPaaS to PayConnect, do we have ready-made solution for them? Let's say Boomi, Workato, or do we need to build the integration from the scratch? I don't think we need to build from the scratch. We already have a lot of work being done.
Yeah, I think it would depend on which platforms and whether there was a templated solution for something that we'd already built before. If you're interested in that particular challenge, what I can suggest is that you reach out to the APNA team for an initial conversation, and then we can help you understand what impact that might have on your business and how quickly we could resolve that for you. But certainly migrating from another iPaaS to the NanoConnect platform is something that we're very capable of assisting you with.
Sure. So Ismail, I'll definitely reach out to you to understand your requirement more, and maybe I'll set up one-on-one meeting with you yourself. I think we are done with all the questions. So
there's one more on mine, Anil, and it's just in regards to customization. So is the customization paid or free of cost to new customers? And so just on that, look, every integration that is built for a customer typically has a development cost and then an ongoing operational cost. One of the benefits of our solution is that we're not starting from scratch every time. We have templates and previous integrations that probably do more than half, if not 75% of that integration, work for you. And so while there is an implementation cost, it's because of the fact that we have done these things over and over again and can reuse that code that allows the team to solve that challenge in a cost-effective way for the customer.
Great. That's it then. Thank you very much for your questions, and thanks, Alex, for answering all of them this time. And thanks again, everybody, for being here. Like I already said, we would be reaching out to you for further action. Have a great rest of the day and rest of week.